So, what are the repercussions of Germany's energy revolution and who stands to foot the bill? Let's discuss these questions with Felix Christian Mattes of the Institute for Applied Ecology in Berlin. It's good to have you with us. And first of all, let's pick up right from the end of this report. Are we looking towards a major blackout?
No. Germany's network is still one of the most reliable ones in Europe. We have pretty comfortable reserve margins, and we are used to live with a very, very reliable system with very small outage times. And I don't see that there will be any major blackout in Germany compared to other European or even international countries.
But experts are warning that renewables like solar and wind power cause voltage fluctuations within the grid, which again causes problems for industry. So how should major energy-intensive companies like the steel industry, how should they handle this challenge? No,
the evidence that these fluctuations are really a problem for the industry is still missing. We have a lot of discussions on this, but anyhow, there is a reliable system, and we can't see at the moment that there will be major problems emerge from this for the industry.
Okay, not at the moment, of course, doesn't rule it out for the future. And some companies try to avoid falling into this trap of a black hole and produce their own energy. We've seen that in the report as well, their own electricity. But does that not also mean that they avoid paying the surcharge? So who's footing the bill then in the end of this energy revolution?
In the end of the day, and if you look to the distribution patterns we have at the moment, then the private households played a major share of the bill, and that was the point where the report was a bit biased, because the energy-intensive industry pays only a very tiny share of the subsidies for the renewables, and the major share is paid by the households. But at the electricity exchange at the wholesale market, renewable energies decrease the electricity prices, and the energy-intensive industry profits very much from this. And that's the whole picture of the truth. And you have to reflect these two sides, on the subsidies on the one hand, but the decreasing electricity prices at the wholesale market on the other hand.
Okay, by the same token, though, the EU Energy Commissioner Günther Oettinger says that energy costs now represent the biggest liability for Germany as a place to do business, meaning German industry stands to lose out in comparison to other competitors in other countries.
No, that's only true for a tiny share of the German industry. And I think you have to reflect that electricity prices or energy prices also drive innovation. And we have seen this in Japan. There, the innovation was mainly driven by higher electricity prices. And we have to look for compensation mechanisms to deal with this very heavy energy-intensive industry. But for all the other industry, it is probably more innovation driver than a major challenge.
Okay, that's what you say, but come next year, January, energy prices stand to rise again. There's a lot of controversy for that reason surrounding the energy revolution. Can it, under these circumstances, be a success?
It will be a success, and what we have now, that we see rising energy prices for the private households, whereas the electricity prices for the industry are still on a very low level. And that is essentially a distributional problem, and we will face a debate how to readjust these redistributions and these major bias against the private households, and that's a perfect situation, and we will go through this and we will find good solutions.
Okay. Felix Christian Mattes, thank you very much for joining us.